Hi you all, this is O'Connor and I want to give you some more tips in writing a paper, and more than writing but more thinking. And what I do is more of a two-stage process where I first will actually sit down with a printed out version of the paper and maybe other articles and to think through, working through, reading that back to me and then finding out how things can be improved. And so as you can see from here, I've actually made some comments, then we go over another page and we've made some more comments here, as you can see what I'm doing. But more than that, as you can see, I've got references like numbers of 1, A, B, C, and 2, and 3, and 4. What's important is to have other articles that you're referring to. So for example, I've got this article here, and when I'm reading through the article, as I suggested earlier, you don't read through articles just to see, oh, what are they teaching me? No, you actually read as a search process. That is, you go through. Right at the moment, I really wanted to nail how that I'm using transaction cost economics and resource-based view to enlighten my narrative in my paper, of the theory in my paper, which is the use of performance measurement alignment with the customer performance priorities done by suppliers in a supply chain. So, that's my focus. So I want to understand, well, how can transaction cost economics or resource-based view be used for this focus? So I've got a paper here, as you can see, determinants of IS sourcing decision. And so is there a part in here that may be referenced or relevant to H1? And I search through and then I find something here, and notice then I mark it up. I put a stamp on it, okay? So I don't just copy everything. I just put a stamp on it, put that paper down. Now I go to the next one. Now the next paper I've got is toward a theory of supply chain alignment enablers, a systematic literature review, which is really, really up the alley of what I'm doing. So I go through it and then I find, as you can see, I've marked it up and I put a thing here. Oh, this is very good for page 6 of my working paper, also good for what I want to write in my conclusion. And then back here, there's some other points that support the construct I'm using, that is supplier involvement. So that's what I've done there. As you can see, I'm not even in front of a computer. I've just got papers in front of me that are relevant. And then I've searched through another paper, transaction costs framework, and in operations supply chain management research theory and measurement. And then I find, okay, here's a passage here, and then I've put page 7 and 8. So this is relevant to what I'm writing in page 7 and 8 of my paper. And so now I can refer to that in page 7 and 8. And then here, I've got another paper here, and I've written right at the bottom, very good for conclusion, right at the top. And then I've actually tagged it again, dog tag. And that's how you do it. You tag papers. And so when I'm in front of the computer, the paper's already tagged and I can go through them very, very fast. This one is tagged with TCE and as you can see, TCE, this one here, TCE, transaction cost economics. Again, there's a beautiful table and I've tagged it again, and that's going to be helpful for me in writing my paragraph that introduces how transaction cost economics can inform the theory of what I'm looking at, and then finally towards the theory of supply chain management. And again, I've given that a tag. That tag is relevant to H2, and this tag here is relevant to H3. So all in all, I've got about 5 papers I printed out yesterday. I only spent about maybe 40 minutes going through these papers, and I just spent another maybe hour or 2 today just tagging them all. And there you have all the papers, they've tagged. And now I can go and sit in front of the computer, and with insights from those tagged versions, I can actually type and be much more effective in front of the computer. So there you go. There's the little steps, the detail that you go through to create knowledge in this world where you have to publish fast and publish good quality stuff. This is O'Connor. Catch you in the next week. Bye for now.